going on, party people? That's for all my Flash fans out there. Welcome back to another review of The Flash. This time, Season 8, Episode 18, is it? Oh man, we getting up there. Yeah, so Episode 18 called The Man. Hold on. Oh, yeah, there we go. The Man in the Yellow Tie. This episode was crazy. Not because Ebar Thawne, the original actor who's supposed to be Ebar Thawne came back. But we got both Ebars in this episode. You know, we got Harrison Wells Ebar and original face Ebar. But it was just so crazy. And that wasn't even the crazy part. It was all the different loose ends and storylines that they tied up, even some from Arrow. So we're going to get into it, but let me give you a synopsis. It says, with a new speedster in town, the Flash gets more than he bargained for. Meanwhile, Cecile's powers experience a growth spurt. So this episode kicks off with I cannot remember the girl's name. The new speedster woman, Mina. I think her name is Mina. Yeah. Her and Barry basically having a training session with them, getting her used to, her powers, and that, her powers are only supposed to be temporary, and that something goes erratic with them because as she desperately wants to catch up and got frustrated that she couldn't, her powers start going erratic and she accidentally threw lightning and hit Barry. And Barry realizes something's going really wrong with how these two are interacting with each other. Because he said what he knows is that he never seen artificial speed interact with organic speed like that. So that what kicks off this episode, and his part of this episode. That would this time, unlike the previous episode, which was mostly a Chester and Allegra episode. This time the whole overall theme of this episode was Barry. Cecile's powers did get a growth spurt. She went from being now she it's weird, like she got some new way how she could affect people. But it's more. It don't take up more than like 3 scenes. So it's like that's pretty much all you need to know about that. Is that her power? She got some new abilities now. Still no word on where Iris is and stuff like that. But I think from where I see it in the promo for the next episode, she does show up in the next episode. But the main crux of this episode was that Barry runs into a familiar foe. And for what you've seen on the promos, that familiar foe is OG, or the actual Ebar Thawne. Not the Ebar Thawne wearing Harrison Wells' face, but the actual Ebar Thawne. And it throws Barry through a loop. Because he's trying to figure out why he's here, why he's pretending like he doesn't remember him. And thus storylines from the Legends of Tomorrow come into play here, and that's not a big, but it's a major. Well, I guess you could say big. It's a big spoiler. If you've been watching Legends, you understand. That's basically spoiling who this Ebar is. But how this is like. Basically, Barry's first time hearing this and realizing how this is possible. Now, Harrison Wells' Ebar gets an unexpected visitor, and that visitor is a character from the Arrowverse that wraps up his storyline. Now, granted, I hate that they milked it for this long, only to end it like this. And I'm being vague for a reason because you guys see the episode itself, but it was just like, really? That was like my first big problem. That's how you was going to end it? they made like it basically made it seem like that was like the worst decision this person could have ever made. Where you've been setting this up, you've been getting us ready for this character to finally become the character that we think he's going to become, and then no, the character just not no. But there's that. We found out where she's tapping in to her speed, where she's getting her speed from, and there's a whole little thing with her, and then there's a little spot for Caitlyn, which seems like that's going to play into the season finale. I think it's only like maybe 1 or 2 episodes left, something like that. No, not one. I think about 2, like 2 to 3 episodes left. But there is a little stinger at the end that shows how maybe one person is about to escape captivity. Overall, this episode was crazy. It was crazy. But it was just the one, like this episode was going to get at its highest a 9. But it's getting an 8 because 8 out of 10 big ups because of the way they handle a particular character's storyline. I'm glad that another character showed up. I forgot to mention that too. Another character did show up. Obviously, somebody had to explain to Barry something, so you put 2 and 2 together who that character was who showed up to explain to Barry about Ebar. But the other character that showed up in this episode, the way how they handle his story that they've been milking over several different shows, I was not happy with the way it went, so that's why I deducted a point. But you let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode of The Flash. If you enjoyed it, then you hit this button right there in the upper right corner for all of my reviews. And if you enjoyed this video so much, you want to support the channel, all you gotta do is hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, hit that thanks button, and hit that join button only if you want to see my full episode reactions to your favorite shows. And as always, hit any one of these videos here, there, anywhere for more of my amazing content, but don't go anywhere because I got another reaction coming your way. And this was a fan requested one too. So, peace out.